I appreciate it, and I appreciate your patience. I just wanted to come out and be able to speak with you a little bit today about the accident that occurred on the 14th at about 22:30 hours in the evening, at 10:30 in the evening on I-5. We had a horrific accident, a terrible tragedy that occurred. Not much I can tell you about it because the California Highway Patrol MATE team is handling the investigation. We're not having anything to do with it other than if they ask for information, obviously we supply it to them. During the accident, one of our patrol officers was traveling northbound along with another vehicle traveling the same direction, and for some reason the two vehicles collided. There were extensive injuries in the victim's vehicle up front, party one, and our deputy was also taken to the hospital. There's not much more we can say about it right now other than our prayers are with the family of the people that were injured in the front car, and it's a horrific thing to happen during this season of peace and joy and Christmas, and our heart goes out to them, our prayers go out to them, and I've reached out to the family. It just so happens that I'm friends with one of the extended members of this family, as happens in this community because we're such a tight-knit community, and offered that any questions that the family might have, he can call me personally, and we'll reach out to the Highway Patrol or whoever we need to help them get answers that they need. So I'd be willing to take any questions you might have.
Now, Sheriff, can you say, I'm sure obviously you've talked to your deputy. She said what happened, why she collided with the vehicle?
Actually, to be honest with you, I have not spoken to my deputy intentionally. It's difficult for me. You know, I want to reach out and give him a hug, actually, but I have not spoken so that we don't have any influence on the investigation, and so we can't answer those questions right now. I know the MATE team will do their interviews, and they are the world-class investigators throughout our nation, and they will be able, I'm sure, I have confidence, to determine what occurred and why it happened.
Typically, the CHP releases names of drivers in vehicle accidents. Can we get the names of the drivers, especially your deputy?
You will have to ask the CHP of that. We are more than willing to release the officer's name. I just want to wait and allow them to do that so that it doesn't have any bearing on their investigation. I'm not even sure if they've interviewed the officer yet or not. I was told that will occur today, but I don't know if it's happened.
How is the officer
Yeah.
doing? How's his condition?
Physically, he's okay. He was released that evening. Obviously, there's a video of the crash I'm sure we've all seen, and you can see the impact, but emotionally he is devastated. He is devastated. You know, officers go out every day wanting to protect lives and help people, and when something like this, an accident like this happens, it is emotionally devastating.
Can you say where he was going at the time of the accident?
I cannot. I don't even know if he'd been dispatched to a call or if he was just heading out to his routine patrol. I do not know.
Can you tell what accountability the deputy may have? Like who's at fault?
I cannot answer that. Again, the investigation will answer that, and that will be determined through the investigation by the California Highway Patrol's MATE team. And once they get all their facts together, they will submit it to the district attorney's office with any recommendations they may have. And once again, the facts will point us in the direction that we need to go.
What happens, in this time moving forward? Because now the family has to, lay the boy to rest. Is the sheriff's department going to help in any way with, their funeral?
Well, I know that the district attorney is reaching out to the family through victim witness. There are things available if the family needs any help, any type of assistance. As I said, we'll assist in any way that we can, and we just want them to know that we're here for the family and they have our sympathies, and we're just waiting to see what happens from here forward.
Can you speak to the officer's actions right after the accident?
I think the officer did what any of us would have done. It sounds like he tried to render aid, as did other citizens who stopped to help. And so he did the best that he could in the situation that he was in.
What is the department's policy after an officer is involved in an accident like this? What's his future? What's the company's policy, or the department's policy for what happens next with him?
Well, we wait for an investigation to be completed to see what happens from there, and that will determine our future path with the officer, and obviously his emotional state, will depend on what happens in the future with this officer. So right now we're just trying to take it one step at a time and let the investigation run its course. Try to get the family and the officer the help that they need, and to get through this time, and then we will deal with any consequences or future actions as they come up.
Is he on administrative leave right now, or?
He is on administrative leave, not because we have thought he's done anything wrong or anything like that. That will be determined through the investigation. We just think it's best that we wait and find out what exactly happened, and let him heal in all ways, and then we'll determine what will happen from that point forward.
How many years has he been with the department?
As far as I know, he's only been here less than a couple years. He's a new officer with us, and so not too long. All right. Well, I'm sorry I can't have more info for you, but again, I just want to reiterate that our prayers and our hearts are with both families, all families involved in this, an extended family and friends, and this is a tragedy during this time, but please keep them in your prayers, as we will, and thank you for coming today.